What's happening, fam? So I'm meditating outside today with you guys. So I can't control every aspect of reality. You might end up hearing some sounds. You might be, just experiencing my environment. So just allow yourself to be in the flow. So this is how I'm going to try to start doing the one-on-one workshops that we're going to be doing. I feel like it's a little bit easier to have everyone participate and have access to them if they're private, like live streams through YouTube. So definitely, if you don't like this method, if you prefer the Zoom method, comment in the post below on Patreon, and I will definitely switch around, but I'm pretty much experimenting with how these can come out. So in our last workshop that we did at the beginning of June, we were working with a sacred alchemy technique known as the quantum heart technique, okay? So as you're starting to tap into this vibration of the quantum heart, you really need to allow yourself to understand that it's not just generating all this energy at your heart chakra. Part of it is also you experiencing a higher sense of connection with other alchemy that's around you, all right? So this particular quantum heart episode is going to be incorporating what we learned in the first sacred alchemy class, and we're going to be adding in something from the new Chakra Mirror 3 phase that I've unlocked on Antojai Ascension Academy. So in Chakra Mirror 3, you end up learning these things called the Ankhs, which the Ankh in ancient Egyptian alchemy opens up to these high levels of understanding and your portals of different circuits of energy that can be affecting you and your reality at any given moment. The Ankh that we're going to be using today is called the Ankh of the heart. So obviously it makes sense because we're using the quantum heart technique and we're combining it with Antojai alchemy, Chakra Mirror 3 phase, which is essentially the Ankh of the heart. Now, even though you don't know what the dynamics of this energy system is, just follow along, trust that it's going to work for you, and you're going to feel the energy flow through your system. It's really important that you don't overcomplicate this technique, because sometimes people are like, well, I wish I had a diagram, I wish I had something I could reference. It's an experience. Like, what if you didn't have the capability to understand the universe through diagrams and walkthroughs? You need to allow yourself to experience energy to know what it's like, right? Like almost as though you were blind, experiencing a higher level of energy. So I want you to take a deep breath. We are in the same room together right now. We are not going to overcomplicate this energy. Allow yourself to let go of any attachments that you have towards the world and towards yourself in this present moment. That's the one most important thing that we need to do here. Let go of all the attachments. As you're feeling like this abundance of energy come to you and you feel like you're letting go of this negative energy that no longer serves you, you take another deep breath. You let go of your mind. You allow your mind to expand so wide and so freely that you just find yourself at peace. If any of the noises around you or around us, because you're sharing my environment as well, is bothering you, remember to stay connected with your energy. Do not let distraction outside of yourself throw you off your vibration. Before connecting to the quantum heart, it's really helpful to tap into like a center of self. Like I like to tap into myself before I take the next step forward. I'm going to take a deep breath in. I'm going to let go of my mind on the inhale and expand it, let it freely go in all directions on my exhale. Now I'm going to feel like a tingling sensation starting to happen at my heart chakra that I'm going to grab onto and just state this is the quantum heart. And sometimes I have my hands around the center. As I'm letting this energy expand and grow in my heart chakra, I feel my heart chakra become a little bit denser, right? And then I feel it connect with the expansiveness of my mind. So now the quantum heart, or the gratitude that I know to be harmony for me, remember what your gratitude is. Gratitude is different for everyone. What is your gratitude? If you haven't figured it out yet, you need to stay at the first episode. When I embrace my gratitude, which is harmony itself, ease, and I'm letting that radiate through my heart chakra, expanding my heart chakra. I can feel it activating my higher heart chakra. I'm letting it connect with the expansiveness of my mind, and I'm letting it connect with the environment around me. You will notice that as we pick up more energy, birds are going to come out of nowhere and they're going to want to sing, and the environment is going to get quieter. Not because we choose to eliminate or manipulate the environment, we're simply just harmonizing ourselves with our gratitude and this moment. And since my gratitude is harmony, animals naturally feel attracted to it. You allow yourself to harness that energy at your higher heart and heart chakra. When you feel like it's gotten really expansive, now we're going to call upon the Ankh of the heart. You're going to feel that your heart chakra connects with your throat chakra, connects with your third eye. And there's going to be a circuit of energy that is always bringing a charge back into the heart chakra. The charge gets generated at the heart chakra, circulates through the throat, the third eye, back through the throat, and into the heart chakra. It might happen so fast that all you do is feel a sensation of tingling or an awareness that something is happening. Sometimes it feels like your spine is almost getting slightly split. Give in to any of the sensations that you're experiencing when you turned on the Ankh of the heart. Remember that the Ankh of the heart is now generating energy from your quantum heart space, which is your gratitude center. Expand your energy by really giving into your gratitude. Own it without shame, without guilt, without judgment, without paranoia, without illusion. Because sometimes when we're trying to shift our consciousness, there's something about us that's kind of like, This could never actually be drastic. This could never actually be that expansive. Some resistance is natural. We have to realize that that can't stop you from evolving. Deep breath. Give in to the possibility of what the quantum heart and the Ankh of the heart in unison could be. Don't try to contemplate its understanding. Just let them unify. Let it fill you up. Let it expand your higher heart and heart chakras. Remember to breathe in and out anything negative that does not serve you. Whenever I feel density or tension, I allow that density and tension to expand and connect with my environment. Deep breath in. If you're just joining into this broadcast, just set the intention that you're going to catch up with the group and give into it. Just fall into it. And then revisit this video later so you know how we got here. Let go of your minds. Take a deep breath. Let the quantum heart space not have definition. Don't try to define this energy from your understanding of quantum or your understanding of heart. Take a deep breath. Allow your hearts to expand, connect to the universe. Understand that it's all tied to gratitude. These expansions, they're different layers, but they're all connected through one singular understanding, whatever your gratitude means. Deep breath. If you feel the chakra going to any other areas other than your heart center, allow that energy to rise up and connect to the heart center. You'll feel it expand and get more energized. You're gonna naturally feel things come up that make you feel uncomfortable. Rather it's fear or judgment. You're just gonna sit with them. You're not gonna even try to fight them or interact with them. You're just gonna understand that with your quantum heart space, all you have to do is hold on to your gratitude, whatever your gratitude is. Here it is harmony. And there is nothing else other than my gratitude for being harmonious. and sharing this energy with everything that is me and Source and other conscious creators. You're going to imagine that the ankh of the heart is inside each chakra. If you don't know what it looks like, just set the intention that you would like the ankh of the heart in each chakra. Remember that if the energy is going up to your crown chakra or your third eye, or you're feeling like you're being drawn to another chakra outside of your body, that energy has to be at your heart center. We're gonna do Chakra Mirror 1. Deep breath in. We're gonna allow our root chakra and our third eye chakra to merge and replace with each other. Our sacral chakra and our throat chakra to merge and replace with each other. Our solar plexus and our heart chakra merge and replace with each other. Deep breath in and out, releasing whatever no longer serves you. Remembering that you want to allow these other processes to revolve around your experience with your quantum heart, your gratitude, your harmony. It is natural for you to feel like you get drawn into all these other directions while you're doing this type of alchemy, but you always have to remember where you started and what your focal point is. It is the quantum heart. Don't allow yourself to be divided. You're only using division to expand, to come back to the beginning of everything that you're working with. So take another deep breath. Remember your gratitude, your harmony in every one of these layers. Allow this energy to run through the circuitry of the ankh of the heart. We're bringing life into our heart center. We have 4 chakras that are aligned with our heart center. We're going to let the new 4 chakras from Chakra Mirror 1 to completely be influenced by all the other alchemy that we've done until now. We're changing our perception from 7 chakras to 4 chakras. Take a deep breath and then give into it. Remember to focus the rest of the energy after you make the shift into what? The heart chakra, the quantum heart, your gratitude, whatever that means to you. Harmony here in its place. Let go of your definition of all the alchemy that you've put together. Don't let it focus and rotate itself. Stop defining it, and you don't have to have control over it because you're existing inside of it. The The trick of alchemy is turning it on, believing and knowing what it does, and then allowing it to exist freely within itself as it is then a part of you, which enhances your nature, and your nature influences reality to abide. Really give into that. If you feel any tension in your body, give into the tension. And it's natural if when you're doing this, you get pulled in slightly other directions. Just remember what you came in to do and what you're actively always doing. Wherever your mind gets drawn to, you bring it right back. Every time your mind gets distracted, this is a firewall in your subconscious that's trying to take you away from the main objective, which is harmonizing with your gratitude. This is what it is to know yourself. In this moment, we are embracing death. For when we know ourselves, we let go of ignorance that gets retransmuted or transformed, which in other layers seems like it dies or fades away. Allowing these two concepts of death and the quantum heart to merge through the ancient knowledge of the chakra mirror and the quantum ankh, letting yourself not have judgment towards either, but simply being neutral with the understanding of both. Surrendering completely into it, even if you don't understand it completely. Willing to be taught something new. Remember, if you feel the energy in other areas of the self other than the heart chakra, bring that energy into the heart chakra. Let that heart chakra, quantum heart itself, into every aspect of your being, of your reality. Allow the quantum heart to merge in a circulatory fashion through the ankh of the heart, within each chakra, within your primary system, within the layer of the 4 chakras, and within your environment. No judgment, no need to understand, for existence is the explanation itself. Deep breath. Give yourself to all this energy expansion. If you feel any tension, especially in the lower chakras, that is fear. That is a struggle to accept. Or you are using too much of your logical mind. Do not have fear if you choose to fly. To understand fear is to prepare yourself as we have in this moment to reach this level of ascension. To fly takes courage and faith. And now you are soaring, but to maintain, you must have trust in self, trust in the air, and trust in the process. I am Horus, god of Egyptian knowledge. God of the Egyptian subconscious. Here to help you understand the greater messages of Isis and Osiris. Allow your hearts to me, as I will quantify them and bring them into the light of your existence. Complete trust in self is complete trust in Horus. The pharaohs of old knew this well. Allow yourself to exist in a new existence of trust of self and understand nothing else. For when your mind deters, you must bring it back to your heart space and understand the general manifest of your original creation within time and space. I invite you to take a deep breath now and let go through the exhale the worries of this world, of a world you once knew. Inhale again, the magic of a cosmic infinite subconscious self. And exhale any ignorance of understanding of what self seems to be. Take another deep breath. Allow yourself to be present and to bring your presence into the heart chakra through the quantum heart, through the experience of the Ankh, through the experience of self and the environment, the experience of manifest and matter, the subconscious, and all that is well known. Deep breath. Give in to any chakras that are lower vibrational. Do not fight them, simply exist as the higher For resistance is acknowledgement of a barrier. There is no resistance within the self if the self creates no barrier. Resistance of the self and resistance of manifestation lies only within the self and will only be obstructed by the self. For all things are attainable in the now, all things are present with this ever-present moment. Infinity itself exists right as we generate speech. Thought is generated by impulse, a form of desire, something unexplained but fully understandable through the human senses. This lies deep within the imagination. This is what we speak of when we speak of the creative spark. The creative spark that's deep within. Understanding this pseudo desire is understanding the self expansively. When there is no obstruction of the self, the truest masters know how to become cooperative with themselves. For the yin is always the divine womb of the external reality in which you call the conscious world. And your yang will always be your consciousness experiencing the divine womb of the yin that is you. Understanding that the internal worlds of the yin are not the only ruling factor to the external ruling world of the yin. And that to perceive the external volume of the yin that your consciousness interacts with is to understand a greater yang that observes the yin within, that encompasses the yang, that pursues its own consciousness within the yin that resides within. All of this at your heart chakra. Do not force, simply exist, as all gods are one with the source that is. Natural tension is the programming of this earthly realm. Simply exist and surrender. For you have used the masculine to direct your attention linearly, and you've allowed the movement of manifest to spiral in this fixed point. Do not fight your divinity. Simply exist in it, for no one is calling you non-divine other than yourself. No one is stopping you from divinity other than the illusions of self. And even though the illusions of self have been inherited, is not the dream the self? Isn't it not yours, the dreamer, this dream in which it taught you, in which you recorded your internal knowledge? Is this not the language of your heart that creates commotions in your 3D universe? Harmonize the godliness within. and all else must follow, for presence is ever eternal within the gods. Deep breath. And allow yourself to be present in this moment. I'm not sure if this fully recorded, as I saw that my phone glitched a couple times. But I channeled Horus. Maybe you guys were there, you were able to hear it. It was really powerful. If not, then I'm going to redo it again. But yeah. That was really powerful. I love Horus so much. He is one of the gateways to your subconscious. He's the teacher of the pharaohs. I personally look up to him as like a fatherly figure, even though like I have a cosmic father. Because he's a great mentor, especially if you're ready to expand, you know, like he just teaches you how like your subconscious is just like this endless echo, and every limitation is just an echo that you're allowing to continuously play. Like you're complete control so effortlessly if you just become like subtly conscious of it. So definitely this is a great expanse to improving your quantum heart technique. So definitely go ahead and do that. Remember, you want to check out the Chakra Mirror 2 class if you haven't checked it out. And I'm sending you all my love. Thank you for showing up. Oh my God, that was amazing. I hope you have a great day. Share your experiences. If you have any magic, come back to this video and definitely post underneath, like, you know, any downloads that you might have received because of this. Remember, the quantum heart technique is something that you want to do every day. So like, as you're able to upgrade it progressively, it's just going to get more intense. Some days you don't want to do like that level of intensity, right? Some days you just kind of want to have like level 1, right? Yeah, I was definitely also did not plan on manifesting or channeling Horus. That just was like a boof, yo, I'm here. I have stuff to say. And I was like, oh damn, like, okay, all right, I'm just gonna take it. And the more like I got in tune with him, I just saw like this really bright white light that like forced me to let go of a disbelief in myself. It was really cool. Like, I didn't really understand what the disbelief was. I just could recognize that it was like this limiting belief, and he just like stripped it right out of me. I saw a huge light at my heart chakra, and it grew bigger and it covered my entire body. I also saw my higher self. Yeah, I definitely let go of, it's almost as though like I was observing myself from a standpoint of complete non-existence, but being completely aware of the whole entire multidimensional experience. And right now the sky is super bright and it's super pretty and it's like super bomb. And as I said, like the animals were gonna start coming closer, and it did get to these peaks where like when we were channeling really powerfully, like it got kind of silent. You'll notice that when you're doing like advanced energy work like this, like when you're starting to break barriers, some interruption's gonna like come in. And it's gonna try to like take you away from it, because you know your subconscious doesn't want you to evolve, and those distractions are firewalls. And the moment you give into any one of those distractions is when like you've kind of like failed yourself in a way, you know. So you want to just kind of like hold out and just be like, okay, shit's happening around me, but I'm not gonna let it control me, okay? And then as you master that, eventually you hit these barriers where you see like, oh, I'm in complete harmony. Boof, everything else around me is in complete harmony. Now I live in the middle of the city, so obviously you hear a lot of sounds all the time, but you can definitely control the volume around because people just respond to it. Sometimes it just feels like the energy is so dense that it muffles all other sound, and that's why your space becomes almost like disconnected from the rest of reality. And the more you practice it, the easier it is to summon when it's necessary. And this becomes what is understood to be your auric field, because the more you can harmonize your chakra with the environment, your aura has to naturally expand. Your aura is not just this biofield that constructs itself around just like a certain field, right? Like the human linear mind understands the aura to be like a 4 feet biosphere, right? But then when you kind of dive into quantum science, it becomes like a torus field. If you get out of 3D understanding of trying to justify anything, you just have to embrace what is, and then you understand that your aura is technically the entire environment itself, like nature. When you harmonize your nature, you harmonize nature itself, and then your aura becomes the environment, and people will definitely, you know, kind of have a different vibe responding to that nature. Somebody said that every time they were reminded to stay cool and bathed, they definitely had a distraction come in, and she just said nope. Yeah, definitely. Awesome, you guys. Well, that's our workshop for today. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you in our next episode. Love you.